In neighbouring Sudan, at least 22 pupils have drowned in a boating accident on the River Nile. They had been on their way to school at the time. The boat's engine failed in a strong current and the children panicked, causing the vessel to overturn. The pupils usually walk to school, but heavy rains and flooding in recent weeks have forced them to use boats. Most of the victims are girls between the ages of 7 and 16. About 40 children were on board. So far, only 2 bodies have been recovered. Well, Egyptian President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi has just announced support for Sudan after that boating accident. CGTN's Yasser Hakim joins us now from Cairo with the latest. Yasser, have rescue teams already been sent to the scene of the tragedy?
Yes, they have traveled. They started sending or deploying the assistance from last night, and it's only 1 hour, 1.5 hours trip to flight to Sudan, so they are already deployed there, and more is also arriving. We're talking about first aid equipment, blankets, tents, engineering equipment as well to help rebuild houses that have been destroyed, as well as medical teams that have been deployed to several cities to help in avoiding any epidemics, and also to help in the injured as well. And the medical teams include veterinarians as well, so not just human medicine, but also for the animal and the stocks. And there is more expected to be deployed in the next few days as well.
And can you describe for us how the Egyptian emergency services are going to carry out search and rescue missions on the Nile? What exactly is their input going to be?
Yes, the Egyptian assistance has come through the army and the military and the Red Crescent, and it's very experienced in this regard for years because of this volatile situation in the region. It has been deployed into several countries before, in Sudan itself, in previous situations, also in Yemen, in South Sudan, and as well as its work in Africa, especially in the Central African Republic, and other countries through the UN and through the UNICEF. So there is a lot of experience within the Egyptian forces and the Egyptian Red Crescent in providing the proper assistance and aid to countries. Obviously, the Gaza Strip on neighboring borders is an area which receives on a permanent basis all kinds of aid, and Sudan is also now receiving this kind of aid and experience throughout the Nile basin, as well as other cities, not just on the Nile, but across the desert areas in Sudan. So the forces there is not just medical assistance. Also, I forgot to say there's food and medicine being provided to the Sudanese at the moment, and an open air flights ready to even provide more when Sudan requests at the moment. And this is under the leadership of the Egyptian president himself, who says that he is in constant contacts with the Sudanese leadership to try to provide all the necessary assistance.
Okay, yes, thank you for that. That was CGTN's Yasser Hakim there with the latest on what's happening with the floods in Sudan and that boating accident on the River Nile.